Hey, how's it going, Dr. Carter? My name is Dion Cook, and I'll be giving you a brief description of 5 events from my timeline. Uh, Throughout this process, I'll be scrolling through the descriptions of my event, but here you see I have my timeline. I won't necessarily read my description of my events because I know you can read, so I have a brief summary that kind of differs from what I have written down. So, my first event is the creation of the Sumerian calendar in 3100 BC. This was really a unique calendar during that time because it was based on lunar cycles, and they were the first to adopt their time calculations. So they had the 6, 12, 60 time measurements, which is 12 months in a year, 24 hours in a day, and those 24 hours have 12-hour sections, which we know today as AM and PM. They have 60 minutes in an hour and 60 seconds in a minute. Uh, this calendar will actually heavily influence the Gregorian calendar that we have today. My second event from the scientific revolution is the creation of planetary motion in 1605 by Johannes Kepler. He actually discovered how planets move in elliptical orbits around the sun. He also discovered that planets cover the same area of space in the same amount of time, no matter where it is in orbit. And lastly, a planet's orbital period is proportional to the size of its orbit. This was actually a great stride in astronomy, and he helped advance science greatly. My third event comes from the Industrial Revolution. It's the invention of the steam engine in 1712 by Thomas Newcomen. Uh, it actually was originally built to pump water from coal mines, but would eventually be used for machines and transportation such as locomotives. The transportation piece actually made transiting much easier. This would also be a major impact into the Industrial Revolution as factories got established in 1790 and huge machines started being used in factories. Next, we have the second scientific revolution, and is the discovery of the germ theory in 1876 by Robert Koch. So he discovered that diseases are actually invasions of microorganisms, and he would eventually identify anthrax and tuberculosis. This was really a huge contribution to science because prior to the germ theory, it was the miasma theory, which is the theory that diseases are produced from unhealthy or polluted vapors, which you and I know now that that statement or that theory can't be further from the truth. Lastly, we have the development of the pacemaker in 1956 by Wilson Greatbatch, which is an outstanding name, if I should say so myself. So he actually created this device inadvertently. He was actually trying to create a device that recorded heart sounds, but he inadvertently installed a resistor incorrectly. So the device began pulsating. Once he heard the device pulsating, he put it to great use. 4 years later, in 1960, the first pacemaker will be installed in his first patient. And now over 3 million patients are able to live a routine life due to his invention. Big takeaway. My big takeaway from this is STEM really helped shape society greatly, right? So no matter whether it was 10,000 years ago or today, STEM kind of pushes society, and the advancements that we develop in a STEM subject really help shape our future for the most part. So thank you. I appreciate you listening, and thanks for everything. It's been a great 8 weeks.